The rise in the floodwaters on Friday was captured in a time-lapse video that helps us understand. Some rivers rose more than 20 feet in just an hour, leading to multiple flooding in counties across central Texas.
It's becoming more and more difficult, Tony, for meteorologists to predict these extreme rain events. And to put things in perspective, this was indeed extreme. Over the last couple of days, a lot of this came in just a few hours. They saw nearly a foot of rainfall in this area. And to put that in perspective, 7.5 inches of what you typically would get for the summer. What primed the pump was actually Tropical Storm Barry, which made landfall last week in Mexico. Some of that moisture getting up into Texas, kind of hanging out there. Then a little disturbance, very subtle one, kind of kicked things off, and thunderstorms just roll over the same place time after time. And then the flood warnings went out at 1 o'clock in the morning, Tony. So as you would imagine, in the middle of the night, that's when things get really dicey.
So this county is inland, right? And we saw inland flooding also in North Carolina last year, and recently in Raleigh and in Chapel Hill area, there have been rescues. What's going on with these tropical systems making such an impact deep into the country?
Well, it's always the inland flooding that typically takes many lives, and it doesn't have to be a strong hurricane. There's been a lot of questions about National Weather Service staffing, with the DOGE budget cuts. So let's go over that real quick. They actually overstaffed that night. They normally do 2 overnight. They went with 5. But there are 2 leadership positions that are empty at that National Weather Service office, a warning coordination meteorologist, and that person's job is to coordinate with local officials who would issue some of those evacuation warnings. As far as the data is concerned, balloons are launched. Some of those have been cut back across the country, but in this area, they launch both of them. They do it twice a day. And what that recorded, Tony, was incredible amounts of atmospheric moisture, nearly record levels. So that told them we could see an extreme rain event. So they put up the flood watch in the afternoon. But the timing was horrible. The flooding started happening after midnight. We didn't get a flash flood emergency, and that's when they used language like move to higher ground now.
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to get that message at that hour of the night? And who knows what the cell service is like out there? And as you mentioned, we still have the potential for seeing more in the way of heavy rainfall today, so flood watches are up for 2 to 4+ inches again.